everybody? Happy Saturday! And today's video is a little bittersweet, as I'm sure you guys are completely well aware of. After all, this has been news since, I believe, March of this year. Toys R Us is going out of business. I actually did a video on that already. My family and I went out to the store one last time a few months ago to enjoy the stores kind of in their normalcy, to take my son out there one last time so he can enjoy the stores. It was a great day. We had a fantastic time. But the stores are no longer in their normalcy. They're down to their last few days. At the end of the month, they will be completely done with. The stores will be no more. Very, very sad indeed. And like I said, the stores were not in their normalcy. They were looking pretty bad today. We went out to my local store, and about half the store was pretty much shut down. Everything was kind of pushed up front. All the merchandise was pushed up front, and in back was kind of a wasteland of fixtures and TVs and cables and all kinds of weird odds and ends they were looking to sell as well. So again, the stores, very sad, very depressing to see them in that state, knowing that they were going to no longer exist. I am at the age of 35, and I would still completely say that I am a Toys R Us kid. I am an 80s kid. I grew up on Toys R Us. I loved Toys R Us. It's a great, well, it is a great store. I'm not going to say it was. It is a great store. Toys R Us was amazing, and it's very sad to see the last big toy chain go out of business. Very sad indeed, and the fact that my son, might have a few kind of odds and ends memories. That's not right. He might have a few memories of the store because I have taken him there a couple times. For the most part, he's only 4 years old, so he's not really going to remember Toys R Us in the same way I did, which is really sad. But anyway, like I said, the family and I decided to go out to our local store today to see what they could possibly still have to offer. And surprisingly, they did still have an okay amount of stuff. Not a huge selection, but more than I was actually expecting them to have. And I did pick up a few things for me and for the store. So let's see what it is that I did pick up. Starting with the small amount of media that I grabbed here. They did not have a lot in the way of media. The games had been completely picked through. Pretty much the movies were the same way, although more movies than video games. I did pick up one game though, this being for the Xbox One, which I don't have, never played this game. We have South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I love the name of this game. I've actually seen playthroughs of this. It looks like a really fun game, but I'll never play it because I don't have an Xbox One and don't want one, and I guess maybe this was also on maybe PS4 and stuff as well. I don't know. I think probably Wii U, I think also. I'm not sure, but regardless, I don't have those systems. No plan on ever getting those systems, so no plan on keeping this. This is for the store. Figured for the great price they were asking, why not pick up a copy of that? And then I did grab two movies for my collection. We have We're Back, A Dinosaur Story on Blu-ray. I do have this on DVD, so I'm grabbing this as an upgrade. Fantastic film there. And then also I had to get this, the Lego Batman movie, Toys R Us exclusive. This comes with the Batmobile Lego building set. I really just wanted it for kind of that alone. I do have this movie already on Blu-ray. It's a fantastic film. I really love this movie. But again, the Toys R Us exclusive packaging, I just had to do it. The price was right. This was kind of the one title they surprisingly had an okay amount of in stock. Everything else was kind of spares. I was lucky to find We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. So yeah, I had to grab it again. Toys R Us exclusive. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely cherish that one within my collection. Had to pick it up, and that did about do it for the media. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I did pick up some more stuff for me and for the library, but right now we're going to take a look at some toys I did grab for the Cinema Sickness Retro Store on Instagram. A lot of this being vinyl toys, but I picked up some other things as well, including this really cool World of Nintendo Metroid Samus. Check her out. This is amazing. Now this is a game I am kind of familiar with. I've played the NES game and the Game Boy game and the Super Metroid. I've played the Game Boy Advance games. I played the Prime games. Really fun series. I do love Metroid. So very cool to find this again for the store, not for me, but that was too awesome to pass on. Had to pick that up. Okay, and then we also do have some metal figs. These are pretty cool. We have Sully and Daisy Duck. Pretty awesome there. Had to grab both of those. They still had some metal figs left, but they were characters I really did not care about. So picked up the Disney ones. Figured that seemed like a good idea. And then I believe everything else are vinyls. We have this Nickelodeon Arnold bobblehead. I like it. I bobble. No kidding. This I actually grabbed for a customer. I have a customer who is a big fan of Nickelodeon. And anytime I come across something Nick, I say, hey, I have this. Do you want it? So I sent him a photo of this and he's like, yeah, grab that for me. So pretty cool find there. Okay, then into this, we have some vinyls, this being the He-Man and Trapjaw, double set. Very cool. He-Man, awesome. Could not pass up on some Masters of the Universe. Sorry about the glare. These are a pain to photograph, by the way. There you go. That's what it looks like. So very cool. Never really heard of this vinyl before. Not too familiar with that. I don't collect these, thankfully, because I'd have a huge collection of these by now, probably, if I did. Very cool. They also had a, Thundercats set as well, but I wasn't too keen on the way those figures looked, so I just grabbed the He-Man and Trapjaw set. That is awesome. Then we have some rock candy. This here being Spider-Gwen. Pretty cool. Had to pick her up. That is awesome. And these are so gonna fall. Then we do have some pops. I only grabbed two. They had a bunch of pops. They were just characters that I was like, I don't really care about these characters. They seem kind of common. I'm not gonna look them up to see if they're worth anything. I have no idea. I'm just gonna kind of grab the ones that stick out to me. And this was it. We have some more He-Man, Battle Armor He-Man, pretty cool, and this being a Pop 8-bit of Batgirl, very awesome as well. So yeah, I did actually pick up a couple Pops. Don't grab those too often for the store, but very cool. Then we have some Alien here. We have, this is Titans vinyl figures. I have no idea. Looks like Ripley and... well, according to this, it's Big Chap, but Big Chap looks a little different. There's I don't know what that is, acid or something on his chest, which I don't see actually on the photo. So I don't know, maybe that's Big Chap. I'm not sure, but still, Aliens, very cool. Could not pass up on those. And then we have some more Alien figures. This here being the... Alien, there you go. And this is cool. Look at the face hugger pop, a Toys R Us exclusive. That is awesome. Here's what they look like. I should show you the size. Very cool. I love it. I was a big fan of the face hugger one. That is awesome. Again, if I collected these, that would so be in my collection. But again, a road I don't need to go down. Then we have, and by the way, these are Dorbs. So then we have some more Dorbs with some Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Again, another Toys R Us exclusive. Very cool. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one here. This one I was actually tempted to keep for myself. However, again, I really don't want to go down the road of collecting these and what would I do with it? I have nowhere to put just this one figure, let alone, 100 of them somewhere down the road. So, again, tempting to keep, but this is for the store, The Shining Jack Torrance. Oh my goodness, that is really cool. The Shining is by far one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Probably in my top 5, or at very least my top 10 all-time favorite horror movies. I am a big fan, so that is really cool. And again, very tempting to keep for myself. But again, It is for the store, I suppose. Then we have these DC Comics bombshells. These are pretty cool. This one here being Batgirl. Very awesome there. Then we have Batwoman. I like how she's actually kind of like, she looks like a Batgirl for a baseball team. That's pretty cool. I love the way these are like stylized. These are really neat. And then we have Wonder Woman. Look at that. I love like the kind of like Rosie the Riveter sort of look they gave her. That is really, really cool as well. So definitely enjoying those. They also had the Katana, but I wasn't as into that figure. So I figured, not going to bother picking her up. Then I did grab all 3 of the X-Men figures they had left because they're X-Men. They're cool. We have Sabretooth. That's awesome. Psylocke, right? I'm saying her name correctly, I believe. Very cool. That's awesome as well. Loving that. And we have Emma Frost. Also very, very cool. And there you go. That's all the toys I grabbed. Like I said, that was kind of the best stuff I saw. They did still have an okay amount of vinyl figures left at the store. It's just that, like I said, the figures they had really were not speaking to me. Nothing that I was like, I gotta grab that for the store, with the exception of the ones I did grab. A lot of the stuff was just kind of, I don't really care about this. I don't know if anybody else would, but I don't, so I'm not gonna bother picking it up because I don't really know very much about vinyl figures, kind of new to the scene. So I just grabbed the ones that I thought were kind of the coolest. And again, those are all for the store. But all right, back to me. I did grab some other stuff. This all being like fixtures and whatnot. Well, fixtures and whatnot. It's one of those things where like everything must go, including fixtures and little doodads and all kinds of stuff like that. So picked up a few things, which I did have to pay for 2 of them. The rest I got for free, which is pretty cool. So I did actually pick up 2 of these 15-inch Colby TVs. These are HD TVs. Like I said, I did grab 2 of them. Why did I pick up 2 of these? I have no idea. Do I actually need these? No, although I am kind of kicking myself for buying the other TVs I have down here in the basement now, because I should have just waited till I came across these for $20 a piece. These are amazing because they actually had a bunch of these TVs in the back. However, you could tell they had very well been used. A lot of them had very scratched up screens and the plastic was all like banged up and in really bad condition. And then they had these 2 mint in the box. They're still in there like styrofoam and everything. The remote's in here. The cables are in here. The instructions are in here. These have never been used. So for $20, I had to grab them. As you can see, it has a DVD player built onto the side. It does take ATSC and NTSC. Also, you can plug a PC into this. Also SD card and HDMI. These are actually pretty cool, like little mini TVs, and they are full 1080. When I grabbed these, I thought, probably only 720, but no, these do full 1080i and full 1080p. That is awesome. So I had to grab them. Did I really need them? Not necessarily, although now that I think about it, I'm probably dusty. I'm probably going to hang one of these up in the on the other side of this wall here in the workbench area. That way, while I'm working on something or while I'm filling orders, because I do pack up my orders over there, I can have something playing on the TV. I might even run a cable from in here to that TV so I can like be watching a movie and then go out there and still be watching the movie. I'm not sure. We'll see. And maybe possibly I'll end up using one of these again for TV at conventions. I do like that this has a built-in DVD player and an HDMI input and stuff like that. The other TVs I had were that's another thing too. The other TVs I bought for down here that I paid like too much for, these are better. These are really nice. All the inputs I'm loving. So I can actually hook up either like a little mini hard drive, zip drive, or like a DVD or something like that with my videos on them and have them playing at a convention. I might do that. I won't need internet connection, just a plug, which I'd say, 75% of the time I can find a plug. So I might do that. I might actually use these for conventions. We'll see. I don't know yet, but still very cool. 20 bucks a piece, brand new. I couldn't let them go. I knew had I not picked them up, I would have regretted it. So everything else I got here was for free. Like I said, they had signs up saying everything must go, all fixtures for sale, which every time I've been to a store over the last, I guess, decade now, sadly, many great media stores have bit the dust over the last decade. Every time I go to one of those stores that say all fixtures must go and everything must go, that means everything. And I'm talking every little, screw and bolt and nut. I mean, they'll sell it to you if you want it. I guess as far as Toys R Us is concerned, that doesn't necessarily mean everything, because apparently they had signs and things like that that really weren't for sale, and they just gave me. So first up, this is cool. I asked, how much for a basket? And they said, okay, I asked how much for the, I'm just going to show this off. So I did pick up this really cool basket. I've actually seen some people list that they got their hands on some the old school, light blue retro baskets. I'm very jealous. Whether they took them or whether they bought them, I have no idea, but the fact that they have them makes me jealous. I wish I would have got one, but still very cool to have just kind of a newer one nevertheless. That's awesome. Then I also grabbed this. For assistance, please go to our customer service area at the front of the store. Has Jeffrey there. Pretty awesome. I'll find somewhere to hang this up down here in the library. These, I know exactly where they're going. I have 3 of these bands. They say Blu-ray movies arranged A to Z. These were on the shelves, stuck in front of the Blu-rays. These are amazing. I'm gonna hang these up on my Blu-ray area. So very cool. Had to grab those. And this, I'll be honest, I don't think I actually have anywhere to hang this. I'll try to put it up somewhere down here, but it is kind of big. I just sort of wanted it though. This really cool Jeffrey the Giraffe. I don't know what this is. End cap fixture thing. This is really cool. Skylanders on the other side. Not too into that, but the Jeffrey had me sold. So like I said, I asked how much for these. These I actually picked up as I was leaving. I'm kind of walking out the door and I thought, man, I should really have seen if I could have got some of those cool pieces. Things like these and the Jeffrey and a basket and whatnot. So I went back and quickly grabbed these things. And what am I doing here? I went back, quickly grabbed all of these things and brought them up to a lady up front and said, how much are these? Because, they weren't marked, unlike the TVs and whatnot that had $20 on them. Those had no price. The lady goes, I'm not sure if these are actually for sale because they have no price on them. They haven't said anything to me about selling these. I don't really know. And I'm like, oh man, I was kind of bummed about that. So the girl walks away. I guess she goes and talks to a manager. She comes back and says, you can just have them. So, yeah, I got all of this right here. The basket, the 2 signs, the Blu-ray, end cap signs. I mean, all of this right here for free. That was amazing. So incredibly cool. Just some really fun keepsakes and memories right there, which is awesome. So there you go, guys. Some goodies from my last possible trip ever out to a Toys R Us. I mean, never say never. Who knows? There's still, I believe, around 10 days left. By the time you see this video, I think 11 days left. And by the time I get back out there, if I do get back out there, probably only a few more days. So who knows? Maybe I'll go back out. Not really planning on it, but again, never say never. But this very well could have been my last trip ever to a Toys R Us store. That's very depressing. My son was having so much fun inside the store, running around, playing with toys, the same way he was when we went back out there to kind of pay our respects like a month or two ago. He loves the store, and how could you not? As a kid, I love the store. I'm going to miss it, and I'm very sad that I will not be able to take my son out to a store like that and watch him grow up as a Toys R Us kid. It is very, very sad. It's really depressing to think about. I don't like it. So anyway, at least I kind of went out on a bang, grabbed some cool stuff for me, some cool memorabilia. I'm actually most excited about all this stuff right here. I'm really happy about that. So grab that, grab some stuff for the store. You know, I picked up some cool stuff, TVs. I'm happy. So, well, actually, I'm depressed, but I'm happy I got some cool stuff. But all right, guys, I'm going to go now. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. Also, be sure to check out Patreon where you can help support the show. The simple donation of $1 really does help out, goes a long way, goes right back into these videos, and it does gain you early access on most of my videos as well. Also, be sure to check out Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts and hoodies and tank tops and hats and buttons and all kinds of really cool Cinema Sickness gear. Again, proceeds do help out the show. And as always, most importantly, check out the Cinema Sickness Retro Store on Instagram, where you can pick up a lot of awesome media like movies, books, music, video games, also really cool toys and fun stuff like that as well. As always, proceeds are by far the most important for the show. They are what keep the show going. Links to everything can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm really depressed. Bye.